Andy's. Get rich quick.
All right, we're back at Roller Jam Arena. A one-point game. The Enforcers lead the Quakes 17-16. Rory Marcus and Lee Hawk Rearman. It's been quite a game, and it always is when the Enforcers play the Quakes. You already know that, right? When the women came on the track, Leather Gunnin had a little message for Stacy Blitch, a Valentine's Day message, and then Blitch came out on the track and delivered a message of her own to Talisa Miller. The Hellcat knocked her down with that incredible acrobatic move, but later on, revenge was sweet as the Hellcat picked up Jennifer Matthews, threw her down to the track, but she wasn't finished yet. And I'll tell you, I'm sure this next maneuver must be illegal.
Well, she goes and she gets the top off the litter box, I guess, to finish things up for Jenny Matthews. But for the men, Sean Atkinson came out here, and if you want anything that is for certain, he had Big Nasty and Mark D'Amato in his crosshairs, and the first couple jams were all Sean Atkinson and the California Quakes. And they even later on emerged a new scoring weapon for the Enforcers, and when he came out, the Love Slave Leather Gunnin as a scoring offensive weapon, it changed the whole complexion of the game, Rory.
I'm finding it hard to get used to a Love Slave on the track skating around in that outfit. And Posse Shalene, oh man, did he take a shot from Mark D'Amato, and then so did Eric Slopey. D'Amato with a huge play right there. Well, of course, what Atkinson wants to know is who the heck tried to run over him in the parking lot. That is also what Jennifer Gregory would like to know. She's been looking into it. Jennifer, what have you found out?
It's hard to believe that Sean Atkinson is actually skating in this game. Just 2 weeks ago, he was run over at the end of his match race with Tim Washington. For the latest developments, take a look at this.
Recently, General Manager Kenneth Loeb III announced a turning point in the Sean Atkinson hit-and-run case.
So far, we haven't been able to lift any usable fingerprints from the stolen ATV. However, we did recover a number of fibers from the saddle of the vehicle, which the FBI lab in Quantico tells me are a 95% certain match to the fibers used in the uniforms of the Nevada Hot Dice.
Now Loeb has turned up the heat on the investigation.
Boys down at the station don't call me Dick for nothing. I'm hot on the trail of the Hot Dice's Laura Weintraub, who, as we speak, may be leading me to evidence that'll help us solve the Sean Atkinson hit-and-run incident. The girl drives like she skates. You now, sister. My sources are correct. Laura is leading me right into the heart of a radical organization committed to the destruction of the WSL and helping to cover up this whole sordid affair. It's going to be dangerous. Lack of organization is an orgy. I'll wait till Mother finds out about this. Take the camera off, please. Come on, take the camera off.
Who's the daddy? Who's the daddy?
Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Baby! Man, Leonard is cool. I love that guy. Well, I'm now with his brother, Kenneth. Kenneth, I hope you can shed some light on the hit-and-run case. Any new leads? What have you learned recently? We've had a significant breakthrough, Daniel. After placing the entire Hot Dice organization under 24-hour surveillance, we can finally say with certainty whose uniform fibers were found on the ATV. That individual has been brought down to WSL headquarters, where I am happy to say she is cooperating fully with investigators. When do you think we'll have an arrest? Give us a timetable, Kenneth. You will be the first to know, I promise you that. And let's walk over here. I see Mark D'Amato, the Big Nasty, and their attorney, William J. Schaefer. You heard what Mr. Loeb just said now. They're close to breaking this case open. Well, we hope so, but Danny, I'm going to tell you something. It's a bunch of speculation now. We'll comment when the facts are known. All right, well, you heard from D'Amato, Big Nasty's attorney, William J. Schaefer. Something's going to break soon, Rory.
Let's hope so, Danny. Let's get to the bottom of this thing and find out who did the deed to Atkinson. We're back with the third period in just a minute.
Brought to you by 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. For Mother's Day. For every day.
I wouldn't dial 0 if I were you, stranger. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT.
For the same low rate, every minute, everywhere, dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
We asked hundreds of motorists, which protectant shines better and lasts longer? Original Armor All or new Extreme 2001 from Turtle Wax? Time after time, we got the same answer.
Extreme 2001.
Independent lab tests prove our unique Trilicone formula shines better, lasts longer than Original Armor All on dashboards and tires. New Extreme 2001.
Shines better.
Lasts longer. Extreme 2001 from Turtle Wax.
Hey, Franklin, what do you want more than anything else in the whole world?
I'd like to go to lunch.
Me too. I bet some co-workers of mine would love to have lunch with you.
I bet they would. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. What's this? Pretty, pretty dancing.
You can see all this and more at lunch.
Pretty, pretty dancing.
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers. Peanuts, caramel, and chocolate. That ought to hold you.
You know what Panda has for lunch? They have bamboo.
Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
Introducing the new 72-month ProStart Plus battery from Pep Boys. Every size, every battery, one great price, $39.99. The new ProStart Plus battery comes in 16 sizes to fit almost all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs on the road today. And at just $39.99, it's sized to fit your budget, too. Throw in our 18-month free replacement, and you'll have every reason to buy a $39.99 ProStart Plus battery from Pep Boys.
Cars like us.
People love us.
When I give my girlfriend a gift, I try to think like her. And since I know she's thinking of me, I just buy her something I want. Like a dune buggy.
The crowd is fired up, and I don't blame them. 17-16 enforcers. There's one half of action yet to go, but before we do it, Broadway Danny Wolf visits with Stacy Blitch.
All right, thank you, Rory and Stacy Blitch. You're continuing to get bouquets of flowers, beautiful boxes of candy, emails. Who are these from? I mean, the whole world wants to know.
You know what? It's none of your business. I already told you that.
It's got to be leather. Are they from leather?
Absolutely not, Danny. Absolutely not. They're from my boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Is he a skater in this league?
It's none of your business, but yes, he is a skater. And that's all the information I'm going to tell you.
Whoa, a skater in this league's been doing it. Rory, who do you think?
There's a lot of suspects, believe me. There's a lot of guys that wouldn't mind sending a bouquet of flowers her way. And here we go, the third period underway. Leather gunning. Jamie Conomack. All Stacy has to do is tell Jamie Conomack, and then we'll all know. Jenny Matthews chasing from behind for the Quakes. Good game so far. 17-16 enforcers. And Leather goes down. That leaves Conomack and Matthews to pick up some points, or try to anyway, for the California Quakes. Stacy Blitch comes back to help. How can you say it's none of your business, but yes, it is. And there goes Conomack with the assist by Blitch. Obviously, she's feeling pretty good about things these days. Conomack picks up the points.
Let's go, let's go!
And 4 big points it was. They were down by 1. Now they're up by 3, 20-17. But this is the way the Bod squad works best, Rory. When you get 2 or 3 or 4 of them, there's nobody like them that can really get it done. You see Jenny Matthews playing a part, Stacy Blitch playing a part, and the two jammers, Jamie Conomack and Jenny Matthews, picked up 4 big points, off to a good start for the Quakes.
4 big ones is right, and the Quakes have taken a 3-point lead. Shauna Brown jumps out on the jam for the enforcers. And Stacy Blitch revs up those skates, and she goes after her. I'll tell you what, we talk a lot about her and her personal life and everything else, but she can really skate. However, in this instance, Leather Gunnin takes both of the Quake jammers out. Sometimes that back jammer is even more valuable than the one scoring the points if she can knock the other team's jammers out of the play. Blitz pinwheels that arm and says, come on, Shauna Brown. But Gunnin is catching from behind as well. Oh! Woo. Gunnin just let her right into the Hellcat and skate to the face. That's not very nice.
Well, the Sisters are suffering on this jam. mirrored what the Pod Squad did last jam. A great team effort of Shauna Brown, the Hellcat, and Leather Gunnin. You talked about the lead jammer playing a very important role, almost more important than the second jammer because they act as almost a lead block. Well, that was like a fullback and a tailback with Shauna Brown and Leather Gunnin. And then you got the offensive tackle, the Hellcat, just knocking down Stacy Blitz. Both jammers scored.
Those skates went right up into her chin. And let's see, is Stacy Blitz out there in this jam? Yes, you bet she is. She doesn't have a jammer's helmet, but she's not going to let that knock her out of this game. 20-19, the Quakes lead, third of 4 jams here in the second period. Jennifer Matthews catching Brooke Sunderman stride for stride. And Jennifer Matthews gives her a shot in the shoulder and knocks her down. Ileana Bonilla as well out on the jam. They both approach the back of the pack at the same time. Matthews and Bonilla meet up with the Hellcat. And so far, Miller's up to the task. Even more than just up to the task. She is double tough against 2 Quake jammers. Stacy Blitz. Look out now. Oh, that's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa finally falling down. And you're laying underneath it when it comes down.
Well, the Hellcat saw this in the first half. You'd think she'd be used to it, be keeping her eye out for it, and it always catches her by surprise. Without that garbage can lid, the Hellcat might not be quite as effective.
Nobody plays this game with more enthusiasm and more athleticism than Stacy Blitz.
And this is an identical spot to where this happened in the first half. And these California Quakes have so many offensive weapons. Ileana Bonilla, Jenny Matthews scoring points. Stacy Blitz is flashy, draws a lot of attention, and they just systematically score points with so many offensive weapons.
You pointed out the exact same spot on the track where she did that earlier in the game in the first period. These skaters, the good ones, know every inch of this track. They're out there before a game, early in the morning, seeing where there's a little give, seeing where maybe they can pull something off, where it might be a little slippery. It's not an accident she did it in the same spot. And now there goes Leather Gunnin in the final jam of this third period. 22-19, the Quakes by 3, but Gunnin trying to catch him up as the enforcers look to tie him or take the lead. And there goes the pull away. The Quakes say, come and catch us if you can. But Gunnin's got some help. She gets one whip. She's going to get another whip. And now the Hellcat will give her that final assist right through there. They catch the pack, and they're going to take them down one by one. The Hellcat leading Gunnin through. They got 2. They get 3. For everyone she laps, she gets a point, and she got them all.
Well, 2 jams ago, I talked about a fullback and a tailback. Hellcat and perhaps Leather Gunnin were right there. That was like a long bomb. Heather Gunnin going downfield, and she had her lead blocker once she caught the ball. And the pull away didn't work because the Hellcat was there to just rip the pieces of the Bod Squad out. Look at her go. Now she's got Stacy Blitz. She's got Jamie Conovan. Great job. Leather Gunnin and the Hellcat.
She's got Blitz again. They're in a big fight right now, just being pulled apart by the referees. Well, Broadway Danny Wolf, he's going to get in a word or two at the Yak Attack.
All right, thank you, Rory. Hey, I think you chased the love slave away. He's not on their bench. I don't know where he is, Sean.
Well, here, I'll tell you what. He's a chicken. Hey, love slave, come on out wherever you are. Get your ass whooped. Yak Attack style. Oh, daddy.
Well, he'll have to check with Leather to see if he's allowed to come out again. We're ready to go into the 4th and final period. Don't go away. We'll be back and see who wins this thing.
Come be a part of Roller Jam Action Live, Friday and Saturday evenings. Call your local Ticketmaster or log on to Ticketmaster.com. See all the hits, slams, and bone-crushing action up close. Call your local Ticketmaster or log on now.
Brought to you by Starburst Hard Candy. Give it some juice.
Do you have the will to succeed? Want to make easy money? With my Match the Fruit, Win the Loot plan, you can. Just open a pack of Starburst or Skittles and see if the fruit on the outside matches the fruit on the inside. You can instantly earn $10, $20, even $100. I was $10 in the hole. Not anymore with Barry's plan. People are achieving financial freedom. Barry? You're a man. Match the Fruit, Win the Loot can improve the quality of your life. It's guaranteed.
VIP, starring Pamela Anderson Lee, has got you covered in the VIP Got You Covered sweepstakes. Watch VIP and identify the Hawaiian Tropic secret phrase that appears in the show. You can win a vacation for two to Cancun, a Kawasaki jet ski watercraft, or a trip to Las Vegas to judge the Miss Hawaiian Tropic U.S. Finals. For details, pick up the May 1st Sports Illustrated or the May 6th TV Guide, or log on to VIPsweepstakes.com. Watch VIP and enter the sweepstakes today. Check your local listings for time and channel.
We're here in this auto graveyard to demonstrate New Finish, the once-a-year car polish. Simply wipe it on, wipe it off. No rubbing, no buffing. New Finish restored a deep, hard shine even to this weather-beaten car. We polished this car with New Finish and ran it through 52 car washes. Even after heavy-duty detergents and powerful scrubbing, the water still beads. New Finish.
Available at True Value, Advance Auto, Pep Boys, AutoZone, Walgreens, Kmart, and other leading stores.
Some kids think smoking weed makes you cool. What about those who think you already are?
TNN Action Wednesdays. One hot night. Wednesday on 18 Wheels of Justice.
You've just been hijacked, pal.
Highway bandits dump Chance in the desert.
There's nothing out there.
The desert is a place of visions.
Where his past flashes before his eyes. Will he make it out alive?
Chance Bowman is not dead.
18 Wheels of Justice. Wednesday at 9 Eastern on TNN Action Wednesdays. One hot night.
Coming up, the Tough Actin' to Nactin' Tough Jam of the Night. For tough cases of athlete's foot, count on Tough Actin' to Nactin'.
We have one period left to go in this exciting game between the Enforcers and Quakes. 24-22. Here we go. Fourth period underway. And Mark D'Amato wants to jam to start this fourth period. Well, then let him. There he goes. He's out there. And he is going to be met by Tom Smith and Brian Krebs. And he says, who are these guys?
And in typical Mark D'Amato fashion, he looks a little bit like a fish out of water out there, but he got it done ugly, and he's all alone in scoring position, but look who's waiting.
When does he ever not get it done ugly? There's Atkinson. Oh, here comes a bench onto the track. Look out now, D'Amato. Oh, they're going to work him over. They won't let an opportunity like this go by. Oh, he doesn't like it one bit. He's not all that hurt on his pride's wounded. And Atkinson says, well, that's a good way to start the fourth period, isn't it?
Well, Mark D'Amato thought he was doing something special, but then Sean Atkinson and friends, you know what they do at sea when a member of the crew perishes?
Look at Slopey.
Dump him overboard.
Slopey's been knocked down to the track so many times by D'Amato. He said, I'm going to get some licks in right here. And then Atkinson took down the big nasty.
That bench came in handy. You got a tool time out there with Sean Atkinson making all kinds of use out of all kinds of resources.
Oh, he's very handy around the house. Oh, well, look who's back. And looks like he just unzipped his zipper around his mouth.
Who's talking?
Oh, there he goes. Oh, Atkinson said, you want to come out here, I'll get you. And the love slave went running. Atkinson goes back onto the track, and we start the second period, the second jam, rather, of this fourth period. And for the Quakes, Tom Smith will be met by Andy Wallace, and these two jammers are out after each other. Smith does a good job on Wallace. But Smith is not quite as big, I don't believe, as the big nasty. As a matter of fact, he looks like a little guy next to his big nasty. That's not going to be easy for Smith unless Atkinson gives him a big assist, which he did. And Smith can get by now. Oh, Atkinson is at his best/worst in this period so far. The skates into the back.
Well, office buildings look small next to the big nasty sometimes, Roy, but you know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And Sean Atkinson penned that phrase.
There's a smug-looking man. Kenneth Logue III, Broadway Danny Wolf. I think is required to ask him a question or two. Go ahead, Broadway.
All right, Kenneth Logue, you've interrupted the game now. We're right in the middle of the fourth period. Hopefully you have some late-breaking news.
Danny boy, we have our man. You know, right at the beginning of this investigation, a lot of people were ridiculing my skills as a detective. But I stuck with my instincts. And my instincts told me that Laura Weintraub was right in the middle of this mess. And that if she was confronted with the evidence, she would have no choice but to reveal the identity of our culprit, which is exactly what happened. Moments ago, Miss Weintraub supplied our investigators with a key piece of videotape evidence, which was taken by a security camera in her apartment complex. I have supplied a copy of this tape to the boys in the broadcast truck. They've queued up the tape, and I believe, if they're ready, we should just roll this little piece of evidence, shall we?
I think we're about to identify our culprit here. You can see the love slave removing his mask. It's Mark D'Amato.
It is none other. And there goes D'Amato. He's trying to get out of here quick. Rory.
Oh,
What's he going back to you?
That was no question about it. That was D'Amato. Mark D'Amato is the love slave. Can you believe that?
At least a minute. Earlier in the game, Mark D'Amato was on the track with the love slave and scored points. You got to get to the bottom of this.
He was the love slave the night the motorcycle ran over Atkinson, that's for sure. He's been unmasked. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark D'Amato. We'll be back and find out more in a minute.
It didn't have to end like this. Armor All Protection. Armor All Car Wax. It's not just shine. It's Armor All.
Battle Dome is television's most intense competition, and it could make you a winner. Watch Battle Dome and enter the Get Extreme sweepstakes. You can win a Kawasaki jet ski watercraft or a trip to Hollywood to see the real action of Battle Dome live. For details, pick up the April 29th issue of TV Guide or the May 8th issue of Sports Illustrated, or log on to BattleDome.com. Watch Battle Dome every week and enter the Battle Dome Get Extreme sweepstakes today. Check your local listings for time and channel.
Baby, you are looking sweet. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Look good enough to eat, baby. How you doing? Hey, where you going?
Men. I'd like to get my hands on that.
Women.
Go buy a bag.
Instead of complaining about your in-laws living with you, surprise them. Send them on a nice long cruise. And then when they get back, surprise them again.
Whoa!
Lawn weeds, huh, Pete?
Yeah.
All you need is Ortho Weed Be Gone. Kills more weeds than other brands.
Didn't hurt my lawn.
We guarantee it. Leave it to Ortho.
Boom! Stop dead in his tracks. That's how fast Tough Actin Tenactin Pump Spray works. It stops the itching and burning of athlete's foot dead. The only leading brand so tough it prevents athlete's foot. Tackle athlete's foot symptoms in seconds with Tough Actin Tenactin.
Now it's time for the 3DO Army Men Air Attack of the Game. The love slave rolls the bones, sending his victim into orbit. It's the 3DO Army Men Air Attack of the Game.
We are back. It's 25-23. Kenneth Logue's investigation. He never really cared all that much who the love slave is now, who's out on the track, who's skating. What he wanted to know was who was driving the ATV that night, wearing the love slave outfit, and now we know it was D'Amato. And where did he get the outfit? Probably from Laura Weintraub. Remember, they were together as a couple at that time.
Atkinson in the penalty box, and D'Amato's still out there. Whatever you want to say about this guy, this man, he's still out there for his team. He's not running. He's staying to fight. With Atkinson in the penalty box, he's unfortunately got a shot.
He started to run for a minute, then he decided, no, I'm going to stay here. And Eric Swopey skims the top of the track to pick up the points. Good play by the white pony in the next to last jam of this game.
Line it up. Sean Atkinson's out of the penalty box. He's going to have his chance up close and personal to tell old Mark D'Amato what he thinks, and what his family thinks, and what the World Skating League thinks. And you know Sean Atkinson is not going to take this sitting down, lying down, doing anything but just showing attack.
Action speaks louder than words, and the attack is out there, and so is the Big Nasty. Final jam of the game. Who's going to win it? Atkinson rails Washington. Whoa, what a play that was by the attack. The Quakes have the 2-point lead. This is the final jam. If Atkinson can keep the Quakes ahead, they're going to win this game. Washington's trying to get back into the jam. He's working his way through the pack, and now he's chasing Attack. There's D'Amato. Oh! And Atkins says, I'll show you to try and run me over. Here comes Washington. Atkinson didn't even notice, and he lets him go by. And now Shalene is out of the track. He's chasing D'Amato. The game is just kind of unraveled. As far as who's going to win it, the main thing to Atkinson is to get after D'Amato.
Well, also, Posse Shalene has left the track to go after D'Amato. These guys aren't worried about the game, Rory. They're worried about payback to Mark D'Amato.
There's more action off the track than there is on, and they put him in the cage. They put him in the cage. Atkinson's been in that cage so many times, and now D'Amato.
Oh, my. It's all broken loose. He might be safer in the cage, Rory.
I think he belongs in jail anyway. There goes Washington getting dumped off the track. By the way, fans, the Quakes have won the game, in case anybody cares, 28-25, and Atkinson's on top of that cage with another trash can. They just fed him. Look out, Washington. Oh, no. I think he just knocked him cold. He's unconscious. He's unconscious, and Atkinson, can you blame him? With all he's gone through, in and out of the mental hospital, the problems with his girlfriend, to find out that a man in this league tried to run him down and kill him in the parking lot, can you blame him to react this way?
Well, they took the record away, did Big Nasty of the Enforcers, and now it turns out that Mark D'Amato is driving the ATV that almost took away his career.
We have not heard the last of this, believe me. By the way, they gave the Enforcers some points there right at the end of that jam, and the Enforcers won the game. But it doesn't even seem to matter to anybody on the track, or in the stands, or to D'Amato. That's not a celebratory mood he's in, is it? We'll see you next time on Roller Jam.